Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lowry at Home. I'm your host, Naturalist Kirk. So happy to have you on today's show here with us. And today is March 1st, so happy spring, everybody. Now we got to hold on. We're not totally done with winter yet. And if you're thinking about, how did all those animals out there survive winter? Naturalist Joe is our guest today, and he's going to be telling us a bit about brumation, which is one way some animals survive winter. So, Joe, go ahead and take it away.
Hey friends, Joe here. Now, the last couple of weeks have been brutally cold, and it's pretty hard for some of us humans to really go outside and enjoy that winter wonderland. But, Minnesota wildlife doesn't really have that luxury of just staying inside a toasty little box with, heated air. In fact, wildlife has a few different options they can make it through winter. They can migrate like some of the birds. They can adapt like deer do with thicker coats. The saddest option is to not survive at all. Or they can go in a state of dormancy. So, which could be hibernation for our mammal friends. For insects, it's called diapause. And for our cold-blooded friends like the reptiles and amphibians, it's called brumation. Have you ever wondered what a turtle does in the winter? Where do they really go? So, luckily, here at Lowry, we have a painted turtle that we get to observe, and let's go meet him. So this is our painted turtle, Picasso. Now, he's pretty lucky since his tank doesn't freeze over, so Picasso doesn't ever go into brumation. Now, that's not to say that our reptiles and amphibians here don't have any behavioral changes during the winter. Specifically, our snakes tend to not eat as much, and they kind of like to burrow at the bottom of their enclosures. Now, if Picasso here was in the wild during winter, he'd actually be at the bottom of a lake or a pond and cozied up in the mud. There, his metabolism would slow way down. So much so that he doesn't really need to even eat. His body is basically functioning at the bare minimum for survival. Now, you're probably thinking, Joe, don't turtles need to come up and breathe air? And you're absolutely right. Turtles do need oxygen, but they get it in a totally different way than when they get it during the summer months. So when they're in this dormant state, their body absorbs dissolved oxygen in the water through different parts of their body. Some parts are in their mouth, in their skin, and even their butt. Yep, that's right. Turtles are butt breathers. Now, again, they're not taking deep breaths like this with their butt. No, that's not happening. The oxygen is just getting absorbed into their body directly, and they don't really use their lungs. So the next time you're out looking at a frozen pond, you can think of all those butt breathers like Picasso here, just trying to survive another Minnesota winter. All right, friends, I hope you had fun learning about our painted turtle, and stay warm out there.
Thank you, Joe, for telling us a bit about the painted turtle and how they survive winter. Now that spring is here, it will not be long before we are seeing painted turtles out in the ponds. And I am really excited to see those turtles sitting out there on those logs basking in the sun on those first warm days when they can get out from underneath the ice. If you head on out to the Nature Center this week, you're probably not going to see any turtles, but one thing you will see are some blue bags hanging on trees. Those are where we are tapping our trees for maple syrup. We have about 41 trees tapped so far, heading towards 70 trees tapped. pretty soon here, and we'll be in our full maple syrup production season. So come on out to the Nature Center sometime and go for a hike, and maybe you'll see us making some maple syrup out there. Until next week, I'll say goodbye. Everybody have a great day, and thanks for tuning into the show.